CRM system is that Target tracks every transaction that you do. One of the things that Target does is that they know when women are about to have babies. The way that they do that is that when a woman comes into Target and they start buying more and more lotion, they know that, oh, it must be a baby coming soon. So Target starts to send you out all this different advertising and promotion for baby products. It's not a coincidence. These CRM systems are what keep the big companies big, or what small companies say, oh, it's too expensive, but this actually saves you money. Not only does it help you automate your everyday tasks, what it does too is centralizes all your systems in one place. These CRM systems are now mobile applications that you can keep on your phone.
Yeah?
Go ahead.
So you say a mobile application you can have on your phone?
Yeah, they're mobile applications that a CRM system have on your phone. So now you can go out and do business and you can do an estimate. I know someone who does painting. You can go out there and do an estimate on your phone and send it to the customer. The customer doesn't book right away. You already have your emails and text messages set up in the system to say 24 hours, hey Jane, just following up with you just to see did you want to go ahead and convert the service or any additional questions. That sends them an email and text message at the same time, and when they respond, it comes directly back to your app so that you can communicate with that customer while you're out in the field doing something else, right? It also improves the customer service, like I just mentioned. It keeps in contact, the system keeps in contact with the customer. One of the big things that you'll hear today is chat boxes. Chat boxes that you go on different sites and people have those chats, and you ask a question and it responds back, that's all automated. No one's responding on the other end. The CRM system have chat boxes. You basically set up questions that have predictable answers, yes or no answers, or different type of answers, and it automatically responds for you. Right? It takes them through the process.
Like an interactive FAQ page, but it's just a bot.
Yep, exactly. That's exactly what it is. It improves your data, like I mentioned to you. I call it delicious data. But what everyone's talking about now is data is the new oil. Data now is more valuable than oil. Companies are selling data back and forth to each other. Why? Because it allows the other company to market better. So this is why you keep having these data breaches, because they know how important data is. When you get enough data around your customer, then you know how to put that marketing in front of them so that you can convert them better. Last but not least, the CRM system helps you overall increase your sales. And it does that by automating everything that you do within your systems and day-to-day processes. Number 10 is that once you get in business, one of the things is that you want to make sure that your company is financially stable. What I recommend to all my people is that you check your financial documents every day. Make sure they're up to date. I personally check every transaction that comes through my business. I have most of the business. Every morning I wake up, that's the first thing I do. Right? I'm checking that all my transactions come. Do we get cash? When the cash comes?
Wake up the money.
Yeah, I make that happen. Not only do I check my transactions every day, you need to make sure that if you are using a bookkeeping system that on a week-to-week basis that you're putting all those transactions in, and make sure that you're forecasting, okay, how much money am I going to make next week? What are my expenses for this week? That way you can scale your business and push you in good habits. Next thing when it comes to financial stability is cost-benefit analysis. What a cost-benefit analysis lets you do is, hey, if I want to purchase this piece of machinery, how long will this piece of machinery last me? How much money can I make off this piece of machinery versus another piece of machinery that might be a little bit cheaper? How long will this machinery last me? Will it make your job easier? This should be done on any type of big purchase for your company. Next thing I want people to get in the habit of is having 4 to 6 months of reserves. When you get inside of a business, most people don't make money year one because you're trying to gain new customers, new traffic. Once you get the ability to have 4 to 6 months of reserve, it's saying, what are my month-to-month expenses? I need 4 times that amount to stay in my account, because every business is seasonal, right? Amazon is seasonal. Black Friday is when they make almost 60% of their money, and then throughout the year, they're just making, retail is seasonal. They make most of their money during the Black Fridays. That's why it's called Black Friday. Black is basically saying we're going to the green. And then throughout the rest of the year, they're scaling, trying to make as much money as possible. The airlines are seasonal. They make most of their money during the summertime. In the wintertime, they drop their prices. But what they do is, they get that reserve and they stack it up so that when they get to that season, they're not stressing to stay in business because they have this excess cash. A big thing is that you want to have too is a net 30 or a net 90 account. A lot of people don't know about these. For a net 30 or a net 90 account, I don't do business with anybody who does not have a net 30 or net 90 account. What this means is that you'll give me my product today of what I need, or you service me today, and I'll pay you 30 to 90 days later. It's like a credit card.
How can someone set one of those up?
You set one of those up, for example, if you want to, let's say you're in the construction industry and you're buying things from Home Depot. Home Depot tracks your transactions to you apply for their commercial lines, but you want to get invoice, not get the credit card. And they'll give you a chance, right? So they might start you off at $500 and say, okay, we'll give you a net 30. Take whatever you want for $500 and pay us back 30 days later. once you start building up that rapport with them, they start trusting you, they'll move it to a net 90. Why would they move it to a net 90? Why do companies give you credit lines? Because they want you to spend more money. When you got a higher credit line, they'll spend more money. So it's really important that you get these net 30 and net 90 accounts, right? Because cash flow is king. When you are able to have predictable and sustainable cash flow, your business stays in business. Last thing you want to have is, once you have a financially stable business, that you have to have a good debt to equity ratio. A lot of businesses, they grow and then they plateau and they eventually decline. Getting a good amount of debt will actually let you grow instead of declining. You will then excel again, because then you know how to expand. When you're trying to get investors and you're trying to sell your business, they look at, okay, well, how well do you handle debt? If it's not proven that you can manage your debt successfully, some people won't even give you their money because they don't believe that you can manage your funds.
So like say somebody has some like debt, or even doing like bankruptcy, like separate, like, is bankruptcy a good way to deal with that, or just paying everything off?
It depends on the situation, right?